there, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me without sounding crazy. I'm trying something new on you guys today. So let's see. Is that better? No. Anyway, hi, Dennis from Marshall. I have a special guest here today, and it is. No, right. My kitchen. That's my special guest. So I'll have two cameras going. Yeah, I know. I have an echo. I can't figure out which mic I should be talking from. This one is off and the other one's on. So what I might do is shut down this screen and yeah, go with that one mic. So bear with me. I'm trying to keep it where I have different angles. I'm not a professional. So bear with me. Let's go. No, still an echo. But you can see me from this side too, right? Maybe I'll just shut down my camera. That's right. Okay, how about now? Can you hear me? Is it still echoey? Trying to see which one's the best. I think I know. Now, how is it? Now, can you guys hear me at all? Okay, how about now? I lowered the mic volume, but it's easy for me to have this lower camera so I can see the comments. Yay! I did it! Woo, woo, woo! So yeah, you're gonna see me from all angles today. Because I'm going to cook with you guys. Welcome, I'm Terry from My Terrific Life, and welcome to Tiny Talk Tuesday. It's almost like I don't know which way to look. Is this how Hollywood is? Okay, new career here. But anyway, and I'll check down in the chat every once in a while. Thank you, Dennis, for helping me with the sound. But anyway, I am going to cook with you guys in my tiny kitchen. I figured that would be a nice little change of pace instead of you hearing me just yap. I have some questions to put out for you guys, and I'm trying to think which camera am I going to use for that. But it's basically asking you, like, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite meal to prepare? I'll ask that question first. Then I'll tell you guys what I'm going to make. So, first of all, for the kitchens that don't have a stove, which I know is intriguing to a lot of people, do I miss my stove? Yes, I do. Will I have a stove? Yes, I will. And yes, it will be a gas burner stove. I'm determined on that. I love cooking with gas. It's just I grew up cooking on gas, learned how to cook on with gas. So to have a gas stove is my dream in the home that I want. So with that being said, can I make this tiny kitchen work? Oh yeah, I can. So one of the things that they have in tiny homes, and I think Dennis yours has this, right? Is this butcher block surface. So you can move your gooseneck around, gooseneck thing on your sink faucet, and you can lift this up, and there's your sink right there. So that is phenomenal. I keep that coffee can in my sink. That's for all my food scraps and drippings that I may have, since I don't have a garbage disposal. And yeah, y'all forget I was a suburban girl first. No, I was a city girl first, then went to the suburbs, then went back to the city, and now I'm out in the country. But anyway, I keep that can in there for all the scraps since I don't want that to go down the pipes. But having this extra cutout, I think this was brilliant for them to allow folks to keep this in their kitchen. I'm going to just look at both cameras. I'll take turns. Because this gives you an extra surface to use. So I'm going to use it today. Transparency. Today is actually the first day I've used it. I've been meaning to do it for a while. I literally just found it like a week ago. Well, I saw it when I moved in, but it was just like, oh, that's a piece of wood. Then I looked at it and I'm like, oh, that's the cutting board that goes where the sink is. So yeah, today I'm using it. I love the fact that there's a hole, and actually it looks like my water can go straight into there without me having to lift it if necessary. We are going, well, let me check the chat. I have to check the chat down here because I can't see it all from up there. So let me see what's going on. I know, right? Aaron, hey, how you doing? And that cracked me up. Your little one trying to be your camera person. I was watching that this morning. That was hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I have a couple of cameras going today. We'll see how this works out. Okay. Don't forget, I am brand new to this world. So I thought I'd step out on the edge with you guys and try two camera angles, and we'll see. Let's see here. I have the butcher block over the counter cutting board. Okay, I thought you said you did. This, yeah. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Welcome to my interactive show today. I'm about to show y'all how I cook in this tiny. So, you all had the tour, and I'm gonna look at both cameras, y'all. I'm trying to be Hollywood here. Hey, I might can teach salsa like this too. Hey. Oh, anyway, I digress. Um, I gave y'all a tour of my small kitchen. Literally is this wide to this wide. Well, there's a space over here because I have my refrigerator over here. But I only use 3 appliances for them. 3, 4, 5. Actually, I use about 5 or 6 appliances, and they have to take turns being plugged in sometimes. I have not ventured out. I have a gas cooktop as well that I use for camping, but I haven't gotten brave enough to bring it inside yet. It's run off of butane. Butane. I just mixed propane and butane together, didn't I? It's run off of butane. I'm just afraid that it'll get extremely smoky since I don't have an exhaust. I do have a window and I can open it, but because it's so hot outside too, I think I'll try it out in the fall. So I am going to make what I call an egg muffin. I made one the other day and it was delicious. Aaron, I wish these were your eggs, but I had to take out a second mortgage to get these. No, actually, it really wasn't too bad. I found a brand that was considered a free range, and it didn't say vegetarian because I don't need my chickens to be vegetarians. I need them to be carnivore like me. So I had already chopped up some bacon from last time I made this meal. And this is my first meal of the day, by the way. Can y'all see the bacon? It's a really good smoky kind of the end pieces of bacon. Like, I don't buy the strips of bacon anymore. I buy that package that has all the end pieces of bacon because I find that it's fattier and it has really good flavor. I mean, really good flavor. So that's what I have chopped up in here. I should probably try to do my best Julia Child's voice. What do you think? Nah, I'm just gonna stay me. Anyway, can y'all see the fat? Like, it's a lot of fat, more fat, well, almost equal fat and lean, actually. So I'm gonna put this. I found these little things. Like, okay, so whole new world thing. Um, when you're used to having big appliances and using traditional cookware, you don't know some of the other little stuff that's out there. I didn't know these little things existed. I didn't know. These are little pans that you could put in an air fryer. I just got this, and I got the cheapest air fryer. I've been looking at the one Chris Cooking Nashville has, and then I saw um oh, what's his name? Mitch. I know he just got that same air fryer sent to him. Man, I like that air fryer, but that's not in my budget right now. This little $29 use this in your dorm air fryer was in my budget, so that's the one I got. I've let this kind of get room temperature. Oops. I'm going to put it in the bottom, and because I like it meaty, I'm going to use all the bacon that I chopped up here because we don't eat skimpy, right? Even the bowl smells good. I have a trash can that I use, but I also use this bag right here next to the sink because it's just easier to have one close by. And then I take this bag and put it in the trash can. So now we're going to take the bacon. And if you hear a motor running, it's my ice maker. It's hot. So yeah. I've already pre-lined my pan. And I just discovered these two because, again, I didn't cook quite this way in the other tiny that I rented. The kitchen was a little bit bigger, and I used a 2-burner eye. She didn't have a kitchen or a stove either. So I made do. But for this kitchen, this setup right here seems to work the best for me. So I'm going to put this, even though I don't really need that liner, I'm going to put it in there anyway. And we are going to, I'm going to turn this on. I have it on 400 because I fixed this steak last night. Oh my goodness, that was so good. It was so good. And we're going to do it for maybe about, I'm going to set it for 10, but we'll check it. Okay, I'm going to go back over here and check the comments. Thomas, are you really eating raw steak today? Wow. So Kiltsy really convinced you to go raw, huh? I'll do rare, but I'm not quite ready for raw yet. I know it's hot, and that it's like it's beautiful out here. Finally, no rain. I don't think it's supposed to rain today, but yeah, it's hot. Space helmet air fryer. That's what it does look like. All right, let's get back to business here. The other day I made it with 3 eggs, but I think I'm just gonna make it with 2. Yes, I know this is the carafe for my coffee. But guess what? I have limited space. So I don't have all my things that I normally would use. I thought about going ahead and buying a little glass bowl to look really professional, but I'm trying to show y'all the real deal. This is how I function on a daily basis, y'all. I have to have things that have multiple uses. So when I'm in my tiny, yes, I will have all my things because half of them are still in storage, which I might give away still. I still got a lot of stuff to give away for my tiny that I found out I really just don't need. But I go back to this. Yes, I am multi-using this. I've already made my coffee for the day, so I don't need it, the carafe for that, but I'm going to crack my 2 eggs in it. I've let these sit out too and get room temperature. There's egg number 1. Oh, and by the way, did y'all know that, and some of y'all probably already knew this. I think, Aaron, I heard you talk about it too. You can pull away the sheath of the egg. That didn't pull away a lot that time. And I'll add it to it. I'll add to it however much I can separate. That's your natural collagen, y'all. If you're purchasing collagen for your skin, hair, and nails, all you got to do, here we go. This is a good one. Here we go. All you got to do is separate the sheath. Some people, and I hadn't gotten that far. I'll wait till I get a bigger oven. That way I don't have to do so many batches. I try to get all the shell off of it. But I'll take the sheath out. There's my natural collagen. Instead of spending all that money. Here we go. And I'll dump it in there. Someone said, does it make it chewy? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit. Depending on how you mix it up. Now that bag is full, so I'm going to grab. Just gonna get me another bag. I'll tie this one up. I'm gonna set it right over here next to this trash can, and then I'll take all of this to the dump. To the dump, to the dump, to the dump, dump, dump. All right. I think this Food City bag, so they're a bit bigger. Because again, when you're limited on space, you can't have a bunch of stuff around you. So I'm gonna get all this out of my way. Now I'm gonna crack my next egg. See if I can get a little bit of that sheath out. Free collagen. Well, not free. I had to mortgage my house to get the eggs. So nothing technically is free. But if these were my daughter's chickens, it'd have been free. Well, not really. Well, she would have paid for the feed and all that stuff, right? So I'm putting that in there. I don't use salt in my eggs, especially when I fix it like this, just because, put a little bit of pepper, just because the bacon's going to be salty. But here's my secret weapon. Let me check back here. Oh, so you really are eating raw. Okay. Yes, just defrost it. Put some lard in my extra large ceramic pan and get it to sizzle and put the steak in for about 30 seconds. Oh, I could eat it like that. I just want it to look brown on the outside. I don't care if it's red on the inside. Okay, I might try that, Thomas. So I'm going to show you my secret ingredient. And it's really not a secret because a lot of people do this. They don't sponsor me. But Nancy, if you want to, I'll take it. I found, because I still, every once in a while, want some yogurt. I found this product, y'all. It's Nancy's. Cleanest ingredient so far that I found. So this is her 100% grass-fed probiotic yogurt. Since I'm not making, what is it, L-Reuteride right now, this is what I'm using. And this is her cottage cheese. The yogurt back. What I do is, this is how, if anybody has tried Starbucks egg bites, which they're delicious, but they have a lot of stuff in them that you might not want. This is the clean version of it. Oh, also need to, oh, I'll do that in a minute. Let me mix this up. So I add probably a good tablespoon. Now, a lot of people get grossed out by adding cottage cheese to stuff. Y'all, it doesn't, if you don't like the taste of cottage cheese, when you put it in your foods, it doesn't taste like cottage cheese. Cottage cheese and ricotta cheese are very, very similar. So just think about it. If you used to like lasagna, it had ricotta cheese in it. Did you taste it per se? No, but it added a certain texture to it that you probably liked. So I'm going to put like a good 2 heaping tablespoonfuls in. And I do use a lot of paper towels. I like using the towels that you can wring out and they dry like really quick. That way they don't mold so quickly. Let me put this back. And I bought a whole bunch of them, but I haven't found them yet. And I'm like, I don't want to buy more, because as soon as I buy more, I know I'll find them. So I've been using a lot of paper towels. I'm going to break down and go ahead and buy me some more. That way I'm not wasting paper towels or overusing paper towels. So I have that. Oh, I forgot one more ingredient that I like. And I found this. Usually I would grate it, but no lie, when you're in a smaller kitchen, if I have time, I will do that. But a lot of times I'm on the go and just need a meal. Um, so yeah, sometimes I go ahead and get the pre-shredded. Let's check our bacon. Oh yeah, it's getting there. Oh, and it smells so good. I wish I had smell-o-vision. It's probably gonna go off in another minute, and that should be just right. So I've got a mixture of Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheeses. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want. I can't remember what the Starbucks bites have, but it is a type of white cheese. I do remember that. So I just put in a nice little pinch. Because I try to watch my dairy, but I don't eat it every day, y'all. So I'm going to eat it today. And yeah, I never was good at Tetris growing up, but I'm having to learn to be good at Tetris living in a tiny. So I finally splurged and got me an emulsion blender or stick blender. Yeah, we're just going to say stick blender. I have extra plugs behind all this stuff, but sometimes it's awkward to just keep rearranging. So what I do is I put my temporary use stuff plugged in over here because I have my setup right here and I don't want to discombobulate it. And did you hear it? The bell just went off for the bacon. Now let me put this in here. I don't use cream because I have the cottage cheese. But these would be really fluffy. I also like using, oh, I'm sorry, it's a lot of noise. I also like using this carafe because I can hold the handle. What I'm really trying to do is whip a little bit of the air into the eggs. Like I said, I'm only doing 2 eggs today. It almost looks like I should use 3. But I'm going to keep whipping and maybe it'll make a little bit more air into the eggs. All right. I think that is good enough. And again, I'm about to use a paper towel. Because usually I have this open to use the sink. But since I don't today, let's get all the stuff off of here. I'm just going to lay this. Whoops. And yes, I'm using that. Get back in there. It's right here. So I'm going to unplug the immersion blender because I now need to take my handy dandy rice cooker that I don't use for rice. And y'all, I use this for camping too. It will braise a steak. I used it when I started using it for camping when I went to Baltimore last summer. And, well, I camped outside of Baltimore. And it did good cooking a steak. It's cooked hamburgers. It's cooked a lot of things. And I like the fact that, I don't know if y'all can see it from there, but it's named Bella. And if y'all know me, that's my grandma's name. So I know it's my cooker. It's my Bella cooker. What I have in here already is water. Because what I'm going to do, this is my version of sous vide. Okay, so I'm going to steam these because I don't want my eggs to be dry, especially after I fluffed them up like this. Who wants dry eggs? So while that's warming up, ooh, this bacon's still sizzling, and it smells good. Woo-hoo. Again, multifunction. Yes, I use the paper towel as an oven mitt. Who says you need an oven mitt? So I don't know if you can see it. And it's cooked enough, because don't forget, I'm going to cook it some more with the eggs. Can y'all see that? And no, I am not going to drain the grease. I want the grease. Let me go back here. Let's see. Oh, okay, Aaron says, I always forget to add the salt. My butter and my bacon is always salty. Yeah. Oh, and you sent me an email? Okay, Thomas. Is it about the 9th? Let's see. Aaron says, my kids, let's see here. Here we go. Let's start putting some of these up here. My kids love the food. Lion pre-shredded sharp cheddar. It smells like Cheez-Its. Oh, have you tried to make Cheez-Its out of it? Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm going to go ahead and put in, because this thing warms up really quick. So that's the other thing I do like about the appliances I have. This air fryer warms up really quick. This rice cooker, or maybe I should name it the anti-rice cooker, warms up things really quick. So it won't take long to get this going. The other day when I made this, I started it in the air fryer and ended it in the rice cooker. But something told me today, start it in the anti-rice cooker and then end it in the air fryer and it'll be better. So we'll see. So I'm going to pour my egg mixture into here. And see, that's the other reason I like the carafe. it pours straight in. Oh no, 2 eggs is perfect. Because the other day I had, and see, everything is right here at my disposal. Love it. Spatula. The other day I had too much egg mixture, but I ended up using it for something else. So that was okay. Let's get it all in there. All right. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this immersion blender. Ooh, I said it right. Can't get tangled up in these cords though. We'll move it over to this side. Move my phone. Phone's in the way. So I'm going to move my immersion blender over there. I'm going to slide my water. This is how I purify my water. Just old school. I'm now going to, let's move this over here, shift my anti-rice cooker right here. Okay. And I'm going to gently put my mixture in my homemade sous vide. Hopefully I don't have too much water. No, I don't. Perfect. Perfect. I'm excited. And it smells so good. So now I'm going to put the lid back on. I do have it all the way. Yes, it is on cook. We're going to give that time to cook. Probably by the end of, or close to the end, it should be almost done because this hasn't started boiling, but it is getting warm. Meanwhile, at the ranch, again, because you lack a lot of space, you want to kind of keep things cleaned up. I've always been, well, I won't say always, but for the most part, I've been one of those folks that like to clean up as I cook. Because once I eat, it's like I'm out. Either I'm ready to go somewhere or I'm ready to take a nap. Most of the time, I'm ready to go somewhere. So I'm going to remove this. Like I said, I think that was one of the smartest things they came up with. And I think, let's see if it'll lean. So yeah, here's my little coffee can. And right now it has like drippings and stuff from my air fryer. I don't throw away all my grease, y'all. Okay, I got a refrigerator full of beef tallow, pork fat, or bacon grease rather, and then I have what I call my golden blend with beef tallow and bacon grease because they all taste a little different. One of the tallows I have in there is from when I was able to get it from some smoked meat. Yeah. So, all right, let's see. So I'm going to put these things in here. Rinse it out a little bit. Now, I'm used to using this small cutting board. Now I have it laying right here. But this big one, I'm trying to figure out how it angles off. So the other thing that I like, the kitchen is pretty convenient. As you notice, everything's kind of in arm distance for me. I'll go ahead and pre-spray. 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 You see how everything's fitting in together? Pre-spray. My water's already on hot. Let's see if it is hot. Yep. There's my dishwater. Ta and da. I call that my soaking phase. Now I'm going to get this part off. And I have to be careful with this appliance. It's not really supposed to be submerged. I know it's the motor part that shouldn't be submerged, but I'm kind of like, I'm not going to submerge this much either. I'm going to kind of swoosh. And now, oops, I'm kind of scrub it a little bit. Make sure nothing's stuck on. There we go. And see, if you do it when you first are done, then you don't have to worry about too much dried food in your scrubbing time. You don't have to scrub as much as what I guess I'm trying to say. So that's rinsed off. Yep, looks good to me. Put it on my little drying board. I would love to get one of those stone boards. What is it called? Diaceous stones. You know what I'm talking about? Where you put it on there and it automatically sucks the moisture and it dissipates. I would love to have that. That would be perfect for a tiny space. I think they run like $60 though. So when it gets back to being in my budget, I'll do it. Then I will put my motor part away. I'm gonna let that air dry a little bit right here. I'm gonna let that sit and soak just for a second. Not that it has a lot of stuff in it, but I want to talk to y'all too. So let's see here. Oh, about the steak. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see. Booby Gug says it makes the best chaffles. Probably not the best ingredients. Yeah, but you know, it's kind of like, I don't know if y'all follow Joe and Rachel. Like, if I can be, they say 90%. I'm gonna say I'm pretty much 97 to 98% good and pure and all that stuff in my ingredients. Um, and I think that's way better than what I used to be. So yeah. Hey, bacon baby, we used bacon just a few minutes ago. I'll tell you what we're doing. If you notice, bear with me, bacon baby. I got two cameras going. You know I'm a novice at this. So we just made um I'm making like an egg bite or an egg muffin. We've already put it in here. I'm showing you how I use my appliances for my makeshift kitchen. So we already did the bacon in the air fryer, and I had my immersion blender, and I put in 2 eggs, cottage cheese, a little pepper, and some Italian blend cheeses. Then I poured it into my little muffin cup. And now I have it in, we've named this, because technically it's a rice cooker, but we've named it the anti-rice cooker. Um, and I've got it sous videing. In other words, there's some water in there and it's helping it to steam. And when I'm done, it'll be a nice little egg muffin with bacon and cheese. Doesn't that sound good? I'll probably finish it off and brown it back into my air fryer. And that's what I'm going to break my fast with today. So what I'm going to do while we're waiting for that to cook, that way I can see a little bit better. There we go. I did have some banners made out for you guys. Here we go. Now we can kind of talk. What are your favorite go-to foods? Add it in the chat. Like, this is a good, easy go-to food for me. I'm going to take y'all back over here while we're waiting, because that's going to be, it's beginning to rise a little bit. I don't know if you can see in the cooker. Can you see in there? It's beginning to do something, but we're gonna let it do what it do. And come over here and chat for a minute. So what are your favorite go-to foods? Like for me, if I'm needing to reset, and I hope y'all can still hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me, because I was on one speaker. Um, that's funny, Thomas. What is your go-to? So Thomas's question is, at Bacon Baby, I hope you don't mind. Was your father Papa Bacon or was your mom Mama Bacon? Where does the bacon come in? Right? That's cute. That's cute. But yeah, What was I say? Oh, what is y'all got me discombobulated here. That was funny. What are your favorite go-to foods? So I know just about, I think everybody in here today is carnivore. I don't think some of my tribe from other places are in here right now. Um, my go-to is something like this because it's simple to make. Definitely love my pork belly. Oh my goodness, do y'all ever follow In the Kitchen with Dave? He's wishy-washy on the way he. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. He would have said that though, but I'm not going to call him that. He's somewhere between ketovore. I'm going to say he's more ketovore, but he's brand new to it. He's very quirky. He's hilarious, actually. That's why I started watching him because he's so funny. But I saw before I got on here that he just did an Asian taco with pork belly. I don't know what he used for the tortilla, so I'm curious. I'm going to watch it sometime today to see what he used for the tortilla, but it looked delicious. I know his didn't turn out that good looking because he will tell you my stuff's not going to turn out like the pictures I find. But go to food for me: pork belly, a steak, um, bacon. Sometimes I don't want eggs. Like it's taking me 3 weeks to get a desire for eggs, and got a dozen of eggs 2 days ago, and they're almost gone. So that's how my appetite for eggs is. It's like I either want them or I don't. I've been having a taste for some chaffles too. Aaron, if you don't mind, put down in the chat how you make yours. I don't like mine extremely. I don't like the egginess. I actually want it to taste more like a waffle. And I want to try the one where it tastes more like Wonder Bread too. I have not tried that yet. Let me go back to the chat real quick. Let's see here. What are y'all talking about here? Oh, Bacon Baby's response was, haha, no, I am you, like Superman. Came in capsule. so so you were created by the powers that be, right? That's cute, Bacon Baby. That's cute. So Thomas says, if I'm lazy and craving carbs, I eat butter. Yeah. Have you done the butter bites? I used to make before I went tiny. I mean, I had a nice size kitchen with a gas range, and that's probably the part I missed the most in that house. And then in the big house that I had before, it was my closet. But I'm over it. I'm over it. But I used to make butter bites all the time. Oh my goodness. I kept hearing people talk about butter bites, butter bites, butter bites. Not until I caramelized that butter myself and put it in I put it in a dish, and then I tried them in the little molds, that candy molds that you can put it in. Oh my gosh, that stuff's amazing. That stuff is amazing. Oh, let me finish. Squirrel. If I'm not lazy, then burgers or steak, depending on what I have in the apartment. Right. Like I had to I think because I've been eating bone broth. And if you notice, look, y'all, I've got my voice back. It's still a little tickly in the back, but nothing like it was. Um, but I'm on my second batch of bone broth. And in fact, I'll have some more too with after I eat my eggs. But yesterday, I had a hankering. Like I hadn't wanted steak, and I really wasn't wanting a hamburger yesterday. But all of a sudden, it hit. And maybe it was because I was in all the chats yesterday and people were talking about steaks. And Dennis was talking about a steak to me the night before. And I'm like, I want a steak. So I went out at 5:30 or 6 and went to our store, that grocery store that's close to me. and their meat selection is horrible. It's not where I normally shop for meat, but I think God wanted me to have that steak too because my body was saying it needed a steak. I'm not a big sirloin eater, but I found one that had a nice little fat cap on it, which is nothing like the fat cap on a ribeye. But anyway, it was good. Oh man, I got that sirloin. It was on sale. I think I paid, it was $12 with tax. Nice steak. I mean, it wasn't a bad looking steak at all. Stuck it in my air fryer, tore that baby up. Put some pats of butter and a little bit of Redmond's around it. That's how I like mine. Even if I do season it, sometimes I'll season it with the Redmond seasoned salt, a little bit of pepper. And I'm just now craving pepper again. I have been off of pepper almost a year. A little bit of onion powder and garlic powder. And yeah, that steak was amazing. Amazing. Okay, let me focus. Bacon Baby says mine is pork belly and burger patties. Right. It's something about I think I've eaten my weight in pork belly. I've eaten my weight in pork belly. Sorry y'all about the glitches. It only glitches this time of day. Maybe that means I need to change to my time, right? Um what was I saying? I've eaten my weight in pork belly. Thank goodness my weight is going down. Um, in the last couple of years, I love pork belly. Oh my goodness! And I like hamburger patties. And I like hamburger patties too. Some days I like them more than other days. And sometimes, so there's this place in Morristown, which is about 15 miles up the road from here. And there's this place called Pal's. Sometimes I don't want my hamburger patties. I want theirs. I don't know the difference, but they're just good. Maybe because they're on a I don't know. I don't know. But I'll take the bun off and I'll eat it. And man, it's so I can get their double burger with onion because I do like onion with my burger sometimes. Then I have mustard and mayo, and they sprinkle on a little lettuce. I don't even worry about that. I have them take the tomato off because I'm weird on tomatoes. Um, and I'll have that, and I'll have my little vial of Redmond salt because some of the pals they season it, and some of it doesn't taste like it has any salt on it. They sell that for $6.86, double patty. If I splurge, I'll get the one with bacon, and that's like $7 or something. Yes, I know I could go buy almost a pound of hamburger for that, but some days I just want theirs. So that's what I do. And Bacon Baby said, and bacon, of course. Of course. You wouldn't be Bacon Baby if you didn't like bacon. But pork belly is bacon too, right? Let's see what else we got here. Thomas says, I don't think Superman was born in the cap. So I think Jurel, and his put him in there, silly bacon. I don't know. I thought the Superman had parents too, and that one of his parents had superpower. No, both of them had superpower. And because the atmosphere that they lived in was about to be destroyed, they then encapsulated the baby to make sure he was safely uh, put on Earth. Almost like the Moses story, only in superhero terms. That's how I remember it, but I could be wrong. So Aaron says, I usually take 2 cups of pork rinds and mash them up. Add a bunch of eggs, your preference. Okay. So you use your pork rinds, which I have pork rinds. I use the pork panko because, again, when I was in my bigger kitchen and had the space to make a bigger mess, I would grind up pork rinds. But the brand I use, in fact, I'll show you, and while I check on the eggs, here it is. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's puffing up good now, y'all. It's puffing up good now. It's probably almost ready, except I know I do want to put it in the toaster oven and let it kind of brown. I'm going to give it at least 5 more minutes. And this is kind of cool using two cameras. This is what I use, pork. And it says that no carbs, no added sugars. And if I remember correctly, I saw it says breadless alternative to breadcrumbs. Gluten free, of course. It's gluten free. It's a meat product. Somewhere though, I could have sworn I saw that this was. Oh yeah, there it is. Fried pork, skinned, salt, natural smoke flavor. So that's the only thing they added to. It's a little bit of smoke flavor. I'm good with that. So yeah, I'm gonna try that. 2 cups of pork rinds, then the egg, and then the cheese, the cheddar cheese, right? Have you done it with mozzarella cheese? Because I want it kind of crunchy. Oh wait, there's more. I'm sorry, Aaron, I didn't see this part. Then I add a little sour cream and cold butter, and I mix it all up and make the waffles. Okay. Do you use the little bitty waffle maker? Because I had that one, but then I went on and bought the 4 chaffle maker size, the bigger one. Because I want more than one, and I got tired of waiting for one at a time. Oh, you can add cheese if you want to, so you don't necessarily add cheese. Oh, I may have to experiment. Because I know the first time I made chaffles, I did not like them. They weren't, and I was still new in my journey. This was 2 years ago. I probably would love them now because it would just taste like an egg thing. To have to make sure it's not over puffing over there. Um, Aaron also said, I like cold burger patties as my go-to snacky and hard boiled eggs. Yeah, I like hard boiled eggs, but why is that hard for me to say? And I can eat them, but it's not a go-to for me. I actually have to intentionally think of it. I like them though, and when I do, I'm like, why didn't it fix me a hard boiled egg? But the hamburger patties, yeah. I know that. Which one of the doctors? I think it was Dr. Berry said if you can go pull out of the refrigerator a hamburger patty and it's cold and eat it, then you're hungry. But if the thought of pulling it out of the refrigerator and eating it turns you off, then you're not hungry. You're just wanting to do something. So most of the time, if I pull it out of the refrigerator and it's cold and I eat it, I know I'm hungry. Okay. Although I don't mind cold food. I think that's a mom thing. So Thomas says, no butter bites, just slice up some butter and eat. Remember, I'm lazy. You said it. I didn't. I kind of cut back on my butter, Thomas. I do more fat bites, like animal fat, like beef trimming now. It broke my stall. It broke my stall to switch over from butter to beef fat. Let's see what else we got. We got a whole bunch. Let me catch up here. Butter balls are also my go-to. For yeah, I saw, and I think you eat the bag of butter balls, don't you, Aaron? I every time I see them in the store, I'm like, I should get those, but I'm afraid I will get. Mm, Still got some coffee left. I'll get really addicted to that. I would get butter balls, Aaron, but what would people say? Really, Thomas? Really? Y'all are on a roll today. Wait, bacon baby, isn't pork belly one of your Thomas? I did think of that too. Oh, hey, y'all will find this funny. So I had a friend at church, and when I started my channel, and I was doing a lot of carnivore stuff then, and she said she watched it. She said, "Hey, I really liked your cannibal show the other night." That made me think of that. I went, "I'm a meat eater, but I haven't gone that far. I'm not a cannibal. I'm a carnivore." So that just made me think of that. Hey, Twin Brooks Acres. I'm glad you're listening. Thanks. I'm about to go to, hopefully, you know that I just prepared like an egg muffin over here, egg and cheese and bacon. I'm about to go check it and then put it in the air fryer to kind of brown up the top. I think it's about ready for me to do that. I'm going to finish the chat and then I'm going to run over there. The camera, too. Well, considering how my folks eat, I might be adopted. Right. There you go. There you go. I bought the big waffle maker too. Yeah. It just, I definitely understand why you bought the big waffle maker, Aaron. You have a large family. But even without that, I want more than one at a time. I want more than one at a time. One more question, and then I'm going to go change out the little egg muffin and put it in the air fryer. What are your favorite kitchen gadgets? I love kitchen gadgets. When I went to my storage last time, I started pulling out some. I'm like, okay, I only have a little bit of space, but I want this. So I have my Ninja Creamy. Okay, confession and clarity and true things. I have two storage units, which I got it. I can't wait to get rid of the bigger one. But I have one up here, and I brought my Ninja Creamy up here, and I want to make some ice cream. I still use keto chow. I want to make some keto chow ice cream. That's on my agenda soon. Okay, I'm gonna go check this. Y'all keep chatting amongst yourselves. What are your favorite kitchen gadgets? Be right. Oh, back. Actually, I'm gonna be on the other camera. Whoa! Yes, I came over just in time. Can y'all see this? Can you see it? I'm gonna turn this off. It rose. And yes, I'm still gonna be using my little paper towel here. Ooh, that's sous vide. Can y'all see that? Maybe I'll bring my let me bring this over again. Best part about a tiny house, I don't have too many steps to go. So here we go. Hey, Catrice. Did I see Catrice in here? How y'all doing? Yeah, two more people to join. Okay, so here is, and I'm going to turn this on. Here it is, guys, but I want it to be browner. See, that puffed it up really good. Oh my goodness, that muffin tin is hot. You can tell I've cooked for a while. I can handle that heat. So now I'm going to actually, I'm going to go ahead and turn it up. Oh, but it's separating from the side. And the bacon floated around. That looks so good. Well, it looks kind of good. It'll look better after I brown it up. So, oops, my liner. Throw that in there. And y'all, I actually love to cook. I put it on 10 minutes, but it's not going to need 10 minutes. I love to cook. So when I went carnivore, I had to mourn the fact that I didn't have a lot to cook. I did start getting creative though, and like especially early on, I missed having Asian food, because I love Asian food. My whole family loves Asian food, actually. I didn't screw this top on right. So I would make things like what they call it, egg roll in a bowl. Because I was, like I said, I was more ketovore than carnivore at the time, and that would help. I had this big old wok, and again, I was on a gas stove, so I would wok things up. Had my pork belly, and oh, it was so good. Um, so I kind of mourn the fact that cooking was so simplified back in the day until Chris Cooking Nashville came out. And that's when I realized I could still enjoy cooking. That's kind of one of my love languages, I guess. If I really care about you, or I'm going to put it right in here because I don't want it to overdo. So I'm going to give it like 2.5 minutes. Yeah. And come back over here with y'all. Um, like I like entertaining. I got that from my mom. I like entertaining. I like feeding people. I think I do a pretty good job. I used to be a caterer on the side. I'm a foodie, and I like different flavors. And do I still like that? Yeah, I do. Not as much as I did. Every once in a while, I still crave other things. So to know that I can adapt and create, like I found out after I met Chris and went to their house. I found out that he lived less than 10 miles away from where I live. I'm like, bruh, if I had known you lived this close, maybe I wouldn't have moved. No, not really. But yeah, if he and I had been friends, he had just come out when I moved from his area in Nashville. I think I would have been over there. Y'all would have been sick of looking at me on the show. I've been like helping Ash hold the camera so I could get all these different foods and watch him create things. He's going to come out with some information soon. So I hope everyone is subscribed to his channel, that you will learn why Chris is Chris. He just came out with a new channel called That Chris, which reminds me of the show of what's the name of it? Everyone Hates Chris. Well, nobody hates our Chris. Our Chris is cool beans. But oh shucks. Oh no. Ah! Well, that was a flop. So here's my vent. Did you hear it ding? It got stuck, y'all. Ah! I wish y'all could have seen the original one that I made. It did not look like this. Terry, you should have not put it up that high. It got stuck on the burner. It kept rising. Well, you know this is a real live. The thing is, I'll probably try to cut the burn part off and taste it, depending on how much of the nasty smoke got into the actual egg mixture. But yeah, I was just chatting away with y'all, and I'm like, oh, I see smoke. I see smoke. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed our cooking today. I'm going back over here. Well, wasn't that special? Ah, I should have just stayed over there with it. Let's see what else. Since nothing else is on and cooking, oh man, I mean, it was smelling good too. I had to mourn the death of my air fryer. Don't worry, I will be okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Thomas. I almost threw mine out just now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's still. Ugh. I guess I'm opening up another window. The downfall of a small space and burning food. Oh my goodness. Well, y'all, it was going to be a good thing. I should have just left it alone. I just wanted it to brown a little bit. Let's see if I can cut off the top of it. Yeah, get one from Mitch. And then send me one. Because then I would have more room. Yeah, I'm going to open up my door too. Let the majority. I don't have a screen though on this door. So hopefully not too many critters will. Oh yeah, now it's going. Now it's deflating. How frustrating. Dennis, does this seem familiar? Dennis was making trying to make butter mayo the other day, he said, and dadgummit. And it ended up like this. Anyway, I'm gonna pull out my dish that I was gonna present it on. It was gonna be real cute. And I'm still gonna do it. I want that burntness though to be off. I'm glad y'all are my people. No judgment here, right? Let's see if I can just slice that off here. Because I don't want that part to touch. Because I'm weird, y'all. I don't like the taste of scorchiness. Some people might, but I don't. Oh, and it's, oh, and the inside of it is beautiful and fluffy. Oh my gosh, it still smells good on the inside. Hopefully it'll still taste good. And it's still very hot. Y'all, it still looks nice on the inside. Hopefully it'll taste nice too. Woo. Let's just get it out of this little muffin tin. It's hot. Somebody's dog is going to get that little bit of egg right there as a gift. Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all, the rest of it looks delish. The rest of it looks delish. Of course, it's not going to have the browning that I wanted. But, oh, the rest of it still smells good. We're going to try this out. Like I said, this is what I was breaking my fast with. Close my door. My back. Now, where was I? Oh, you are when you get paid? Yeah, send me one too when you get paid, Thomas. Let's see here. If you start off in its link and then look at other fryers or anything, he'll get the credit for that. All that I order. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I want to eventually join the Amazon program too. Have you done that for your channel? Either of you, Aaron or Thomas or Bacon Baby, even. Especially Bacon Baby. We the newbies, right? It's in my BS 86 right now. I'm not quite sure what you mean, but okay. Y'all look. It still looks good. It's just not brown like I wanted it to be. I think I'll post because I always take a picture of my food. I think I'll post what I had the other day on Instagram and show y'all what it really was supposed to look like. But it doesn't smell scorched. Let's taste it, okay? Let's see. Somebody else just said. I think it's Thomas. Oh, blood sugar. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the other kind of BS. Let's see what it tastes like. It's still kind of fluffy. I always have to say reverse. I taste a little bit of scorchiness, but that was from the very bottom piece that was closest to the burn part. And I knew better than to turn it all the way up and not stand there. But I thought maybe sous videing it first, it had finished rising. It's not that bad though, y'all. Guess what? I think it's good enough where I'm going to eat it. Take another bite closer to where the bottom was. That part good. Oh yeah, that part's good. That part's good. So, yeah, you said blood sugar. I'm with you, Aaron. We thought you meant bull spit. I love that bull spit. I'm gonna be using that. I'm gonna be using that. Oh, how nice you cleaned up that part. Yeah. So yeah, that's how I cook in my tiny. And y'all actually got to see live footage on me trying to burn my kitchen down. No, it would have been. It's still smoky in here, y'all. And I had my nice little candles going. It was smelling so good. What I'll do, I'm gonna leave the windows open. I'm gonna finish off my egg cup, and I'm gonna turn down the air so it can start blowing and circulating. I also have a fan that maybe I'll turn it where it's backwards and pull the smoke out. But anyway, y'all, thank you for coming to cook with me today. You know, this was not staged. This is real life in a tiny kitchen. It's going to take a while for me to get all this smoke and stuff and the smell out. Yuck. That's funny, Thomas. But thank y'all for sharing time with me while I cook today. It was fun. It was fun to have two cameras going. Hopefully, it was interesting to everyone. I thank everyone for talking in the chat. I thank y'all for not judging me for almost burning my food. And now you see how I live. Yeah, no, I don't have one. I don't think I have one. No, I don't have an exhaust fan in this one, Dennis. That's your fancy model. I don't have an exhaust fan. I did in that one when I lived across the street from you, but there's no exhaust here. No, this one's a bare bones one. This is one I wish I had kind of a ceiling fan. I'll just I've got my window fan up there. I'll put it in the window, in the kitchen window, and maybe it'll draw it out. But anyway, y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday. Again, thank you. I'm going to finish the last little bit of my coffee. Thank y'all for helping me cook today. Thank you for joining me in the chat today. And y'all have a good rest of your Tuesday. And for those of y'all that are carnivore, be compassionate and eat your meat. Eat your protein. We'll keep it clean, Thomas. Keep it clean. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye.